spirituality. My name is Messi West, wishing you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I am going to be talking about the original West African coffin spell, the one they like to call the voodoo or coffin spell. And this is it right here. Okay, for people that are new to African spirituality, you would have heard of what they call a coffin spell. And this is exactly how the name is, what it actually entails. And you probably heard about the bottle spell as well. Okay, so why do we have something like this? Okay, this is something that is used in the form of symbolic burial, to bury something that probably you may not want anymore. It can involve burying a bad habit, or burying a particular bad memory, or try to bury something that is giving you issues, it's giving you problems, or it's giving you setback. It can also involve metaphorically burying the enemy or something like that. So this coffin is something that is used for this kind of rites, this kind of ceremonies. Okay, to do this kind of things. So it's normally like this. The way they do it is that they create something like this, like a miniature coffin that is very tiny, and they'll kind of make a effigy of the problem or the source of the problem, and try to make it resemble the original source as much as possible, and then we bury it symbolically. Okay, the belief is that that problem will stop disturbing them. Okay, if you get the general idea of what I am trying to say. Okay, so this is how it is done. They use this kind of stuff. This is what you're going to find. Okay, it's very easy. It's actually very light, and it's made of wood, and they use staplers, so it's very easy to open. You can just take a nail, or just take something like a sharp object to remove the stapling around, to bury whatever you want to bury inside. And after that, you do your pronouncements or symbolic sayings, and then you cover it back, and then you bury. Okay, so this is how it is done. It's very good. It's very popular when you come to African spirituality. You're going to see this. They sell it in a lot of shops, and people use it for this kind of things. Okay, why it is very good is that it's a kind of very powerful spell that actually clicks on the subconscious mind to actually bring many things to bear. Because a lot of people are afraid of the concept of death. A lot of people are afraid of coughing, of anything that represents that spirit of death. So it is something that is very powerful when used in the right way. It can be very effective for whatever you are doing. And what I'm talking about is today, I've talked about the coffin spell before. Due to situations of things, maybe somebody is living in a country, you cannot have access to this kind of things, and you cannot make it. People often use a bottle to represent this coffin spell. They use bottle like this in place of the coffin, and you can use it too. Maybe in a country, you're living in a place, or you don't have access to get this. You can also use a bottle to bury stuff too, as a coffin spell, as a substitute. But the problem with the bottle is that not many things can go in due to the narrow nature of the neck. You cannot really put many things inside the bottle. That is the major disadvantage of using a bottle in place of a coffin. If not, it's as good as that. If you can be able to fit whatever you will fit inside, you can still bury it in a secured place, and you will be fine. But there are some things that people cannot be able to put inside the bottle, so they still go for this one. Okay, so this is the major disadvantage between the bottle or substitute for the coffin. Okay, so this is just it. So for this coffin spell, most times people make effigies. Then they place the effigies inside, and with the name or kind of something that is personal to the problem. They attach the personal, can be names, ID card, pictures, or whatever items, necklace, chains, or whatever thing they feel is something the problem have made contact with before. They attach it to this, and they bury these kind of things. And they believe that by burying this, it will get rid of whatever is disturbing them. So most times, some people bury this in the. They will take this to an original cemetery to go and bury it inside a cemetery. That they will kind of conduct a sort of a mock burial for this problem. Okay, so symbolically, they will still do everything, get the person dress up, do everything, even do ceremony, cook food, eat, organize this kind of activities, and actually escorts the coffin to the cemetery, and then they will find a place to bury it there, and then they will believe that they have solved that problem. This is the way they do this kind of things. And some people can also bury this at a 3 road junction, 4 road junction, and on special request they can bury it there with the belief that they are they are sending this coffin straight into the spirit world. So they will bury it at the 3 road junction, at the crossroad, to symbolize and confusion, to symbolize uh, forward movement, anything that they feel that they symbolize. People can do this. People also bury this in a home, in a quiet place, or they can also bury this in a jungle, in the bush, wherever they feel is necessary or comfortable to bury them. And most times, people can also bury this as in front of a sacred tree. If you have a sacred tree that is very active, you can also choose to bury this kind of thing in front of the tree as well. So some people also do that. So the applications are many for this kind of thing. There are many applications people use it for. So it's something that is quite popular, and you're going to find this in African spirituality. It is one of the aspects, okay, one of the culture, one of the spiritual principles, or one of the things that people do when they come to African spirituality. You're going to see this, so it's very common, okay. So I'm just trying to explain it for you so that for people that want to understand, they can be able to see that this is the original coffin spell. This one is very basic. There are some that are designed very well, painted different color. They are made to look like original casket. This is just average one. Okay, so people don't really care. Okay, and this serves the purpose. It gives you the idea. When you see this, you get the general idea, and you don't need explanation. Okay, so it is what it is. Okay, so for those people that are interested in something like this, I hope that I have been able to explain it very, very clear for you people, and you can be able to do something with it. Okay, so this about the coffin spell is something that is very popular, and a lot of people use it. Okay, and it's much better. It's light. It's very light, and you can be able to do a lot of things with it. Okay, so this is what I have to say today on this very topic. Questions and comments are welcome. Like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell close to the subscribe button so you'll be the first to get my videos as soon as I release it. Then of course I need to talk about my book. If you want to do spells, you want to learn authentic, original African spells, this is the book that you need to get your hands on. It's called Walking in the Shadow of the Gods. Okay, yeah, I was able to puts in a lot of powerful stuff that will help you. If you talk about the area of prosperity, love, favor, protection, health, especially health, everything is here. How to work with herbs. So this book is for everybody. If you have not gotten your copy yet, please get your copy. It's selling fast and it's very powerful. Okay, just $100. It's not expensive. Okay, with this book, you have the power and the knowledge of this book. You can be able to do so many things. Okay, so many things. You don't need any middleman. You don't need any spiritual father or guru. You can be able to learn how to do things for yourself and by yourself. Okay, you try things, you do things, you get experience. This is how you become a master. This is how you become strong. This is how you empower yourself. So this is a collection of authentic African spells that people have been using for many years now. So please get your hands on this book. I'm the only one that sell it, so you're not going to get it anywhere. So don't think that there will be a second chance. Okay, so get it now and start doing stuff. Then if you want to know about the connection between science and spirituality, the authenticity of African spirituality, the originality of it, you want to see hard scientific evidence, you want to understand what is this quantum physics you have been hearing about, this is the book that explains it all with very simple English, easy to understand from an Afrocentric perspective. With this book, you can be able to find your place as an African on this planet, as the originators, the original creators of civilization. You will find yourself. All the hard evidence are here. I was able to articulate them and put them here in a very easy to understand format, very simple English. And it's a very good book. It is very, very relevant. And it's very empowering, very liberating. This is something you should have in your library. If not for you, for your children, future generations, they're going to need this book. Everybody that claims to say you go to school, you went to the Western University, you know nothing about history, you know nothing about African spirituality. If you really want to know something, this is the book you need to read, especially for those Christians or Islam people that are black, people that know nothing about their history. If you want to know something, you want to get properly educated, this book needs to be in your possession. Okay, so apart from that, I thank you very much for watching, and I want to announce to people that are interested in joining my program. I teach ancient African history and spirituality. Okay, this is one subject that I have chosen to teach because we don't have many teachers teaching it nowadays. In fact, it's a topic that a lot of people, especially the enemies of Africa, want to destroy totally. They don't want people to know about our history, our culture, our heritage, because they want to steal it. They want to hoodwink us. They want to hide everything. They want to claim it as their own, and they want to keep saying that we came from nothing and we invented nothing. They want to keep pushing this narrative. So what can challenge the narrative is knowledge, teaching our people the truth about our history, about our spiritual practices, showing them the evidence, bringing out the things that they have been hiding. This is the only way that we empower us, African people. It is not by going into their religion. We have no place in their religion. We have no place in their world. We have no place in anything they have created. What they have for us is to put us at the bottom of their own world, to put us in a place of inferiority, a place of total torment and poverty. This is the plan of the white supremacy Caucasian ideology for the rest of the world, especially African people. So we need to look back home, to connect back to the motherland, to connect with our original spirituality, to find ourselves. This is the only place we can find ourselves in this world, and we can grow organically. Okay, so we need to start thinking about how to improve our situation. There is no savior coming to save us. There is no white man. There is no Jesus Christ that will save you. There is no rapture. All the policies of the so-called World Bank, IMF, is to impoverish Africa, is to continue to steal our natural resources, to continue to lie, to teach lies to our children. We as African people, we hold it as the primary responsibility to educate our children by ourselves. You cannot claim, you cannot keep giving your children to the colonizers to educate. They are going to turn your children into Negropine. What you're going to learn when your children go to Western universities there, what they are learning there is self-hate, inferiority complex, because they will never find themselves in that world. It is designed that way. You open the Bible, you never see the contributors of any black man. There's no black person there. You open their political system. Africa invented nothing. Africa have no place. They will tell you civilization started from Greece, that Africa was the dark lands. When you study Greece, you discover that all Greek philosophers studied in Africa. Why are they always lying? Tell us we have nothing, we are always suffering, we are full of disease and everything. But all the natural resources from the world, they're getting it from here. They're always in Africa to say they're trying to help us, and they are the ones that are always killing us. All these things you need to ask yourself. The Caucasian world, since they took power, starting oppressing people over 2,000 years ago, what have they done for the world? It's all about oppression. For the last 2,000 years, this Caucasian, since the Roman Empire originated, what they have been doing is to make sure that there's problem in the world, there's poverty, there's evil. They have no good plan to change humanity. They have no good plan to take us forward. They have no good plan for equality. What they do is to create poverty, to create scarcity. This is all about them, wickedness. You go to their spiritual system, it's all about them, pedophilia and lies. These people, they are not good people. They cannot help us. For those of us that are still following their worldview, it will only lead you to destruction. It will only lead you to misery, to sorrow, to sadness. So in order for us to save our future, the future of our children, we need to be active in our African spirituality. We must actually move forward by taking interest, by investing in our spiritual education. We must support black businesses, African businesses, not the ones that we take the money and go to give to them. We must focus on African businesses that actually employ African people, that actually empower African people. Businesses that, companies that employ black people. Those kind of companies we need to be supporting. Companies that are understanding black people in America, in Africa. We need to be supporting ourselves to create a group economy. We need to be buying black. Okay, we need to take it as a primary objective, okay, to be supporting ourselves, because nobody is going to support us. And our governments have totally failed us, so we cannot depend on them. So all these things is a collective effort by every black man to be doing. I cannot do it alone, but together we can be able to make a difference. So we need to actually be taking part in changing our reality. Spirituality is a very, very active thing, okay? It's not a docile thing. It's not about meditating, floating into lotus flower, not doing anything to change your reality. It's not about praying, then waiting for one invisible force to come and change your life. It's not about doing a spell, then sitting at home, expecting money to fall on your lap. It's actually going out actively to use your physical energy to actually change the world, your mentality, actually being that change that you want to be, that you want to see. This involves you properly educating yourself, knowing stuff that is inside this book, empowering yourself, and also transmitting that knowledge to the next generation, or to people that are looking for the knowledge, that are willing to listen. You need to invest in yourself. Okay? A lot of people see African spirituality as something of no value, especially their history. They think it's no value. They don't see it as anything. But it is the most important part of the humanity. History and spirituality goes together, because half of spirituality is history. Knowing the history of your people is empowering. It is what will move you. It is what will put that spirit of your people inside you to want to move further, to move them to a better place or move them forward in life. So you must know all these things. You cannot just say, okay, one person is doing the work, I don't have anything to do, my work is just to enjoy in this lifetime. You are part of the problem if you are not part of the solution. If you are not actually doing anything active, you are part of that problem. And you should know that it's a collective effort. All of us have a role to play. All of us have a responsibility. Okay? We must do these things. Support your business, support your family and friends. Try to love your people. Promote your own things, no matter how bad it is. Before you go outside to spend money, make sure that it may be any black person is not selling that product. or they are not doing good quality of the product before you go and buy it outside. This is the only way we can maintain group economy. We can maintain money circulating inside our race, inside among ourselves. This is the only way we can empower ourselves to be able to bargain collectively. We must find a way to do all these things. It's as simple as that. It is not rocket science. So please try to be supporting black businesses as much as possible. If you don't want to support me, support other people, support your village people, okay? Support your whole family people, but try to support people in the African race. Good ones, so not Negro pins, so okay, not Mugu. So there are some black people that are Mugu. Well, when you give them money, they take it. The next, they run to the white man to go and pay tithes to Master Jesus, or to go and squander your money, or to go and use it to buy nonsense. To go and you waste it. You give it to sensible people that will use it to do something that is very, very valuable. Or you actually do the project for them and you monitor the project. You see where the money is actually going to. Okay, so this is what we can be doing. It's an active process. We must empower ourselves. We must direct our own future, and we must invent it, according to Thomas Sankara. So this is what I have to say. Okay, I hope that one or two things have been able to get across. Questions and comments are welcome. Like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. And if you want to buy your spiritual items, oils or perfumes or herbs, I sell all those things, and meditation bead, of course. And if you want to do your spell work, love spell, essence packs, or oracle tarot readings, or protection, all those things I do. Then of course, if you want this coffin spell, I can still sell it to you too. Okay, we have a lot of it here. It's not that heavy. Okay, or you can make your own if you can make something with carton. But if you want this one, I can still get it for you too. Okay, so apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.